Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going back to the South Gippsland Railway. We are doing part 3 of exploring the South Gippsland Railway. So today we're going to Koo Wee Rup Station, the Ballarto Road Bridge, and we're going to the Tarwin River Bridge, which I thought by mistake was the bridge we saw last time, but it wasn't. It was the Lang Lang River Bridge. Common sense. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. If there are any other stops along the way that I might add, I'll just add them in and we'll check it out. So let's get cracking. Let's head down south and begin the video. Roll the intro. Before we dive into the video, let's take a look back at the history of the Great Southern Railway. The South Gippsland Railway began its construction in 1888, starting from Dandenong to Cranbourne. Over time, the line extended even further, reaching suburbs like Nyora, Korumburra and Leongatha. The line would then continue past Leongatha towards Yarram and then even onto Woodside eventually. There were quite a few branch lines on the South Gippsland Railway, such as the Wonthaggi branch line, which has lots of railway remnants and history about it to this day. Memorable freight services on the line were the Barry Beach oil train, coal from the state mine in Wonthaggi, and the sand train from the AGM Koala siding. Section by section, the railway began to close. Eventually, all the way back up to Cranbourne would be abandoned. The public still needed a passenger service from these areas, but that didn't change the fact that the last passenger service was still happening in July of 1993. P-Class P18 would pull the last passenger service out of Leongatha, and it was definitely a sad time for the locals, as a lot of people came to see the locomotive and the last train leave, never to come back. The South Gippsland Railway did have a tourist railway, which was given to them in 1994, which was running trains up until 2015. Trains were running in between Nyora and Leongatha, which unfortunately, due to a lack of volunteers and funding, this railway had to be shut down, and the last train was in 2015. And that was the last time we had any movement on the Great Southern Railway. Alright, so we're at the first stop at Ballarto Bridge. So this is a bridge that is going over the railway tracks, which is road, and this sort of just goes into a bunch, I think, what's farmland and I think a bit of industrial things, but you know, like farmer industrial area. But this is a pretty cool spot of the line, and it's cool because under the bridge has not overgrown and it hasn't had a ton of tree foliage, and it's not too bad. You can stand here and sort of admire the fact that this was once a railway line. So that way is back towards Clyde, and this is heading down towards Nyora. And Ballarto Road is just on the left there, which sweeps around towards the other way, away from the railway, and the railway keeps heading straight on. Yeah, now going in either direction, it's pretty much bushland. There are openings, further down and whatnot that are clearer sections just to walk along a bit of the track or just see, but a lot of it's still thorn bushes and everything, as most of the South Gippsland Railway is, and if it isn't, it's been converted to a rail trail. But unlike the Cresco siding, this is obviously a popular spot. There's a lot of litter, there's a lot of garbage out here, and the Cresco siding, funny enough, didn't have any sort of garbage in it. I mean, it's not obviously as a populated area, But I definitely find that interesting that a lot of people are coming here just to hang out, throwaway shit or doing what people do under bridges, you know. But yeah, I think it's interesting to see the differences, how untouched the Cresco siding was and how much litter is actually here at a random spot on the South Gippsland Railway. It's just an interesting comparison just to think about. You've obviously got the wooden posts that are holding up the bridge. You've also got this metal infrastructure as well that's giving it additional support as well. So a bit interesting. It's not just a full wooden trestle bridge sort of style. It's different. All right, I would say I'm just about done here. Let's move on to Koo Wee Rup Station. All right, let's move. And just like I said, there'd be some extra stops along the way. This is the Cardinia Creek and the Bunyip River. So the main road is just there, and you can see there are two bridges here. One of them is not a trestle bridge, one of them is a concrete bridge, and just here on the other side, that is a trestle bridge. So the railway line from Cranbourne would be coming from this way and going along this way to Koo Wee Rup. So this side is Cardinia Creek, and this side is the Bunyip River. All right, now coming over to the Cardinia side with the trestle bridge. Unfortunately, one of the arms has given way and it is dropping and sloping. I'm pretty sure it's been like this for a while, but it's just sad to see. Yep, so this is the side that's dropping down. Not looking too good. You can sort of see the angle underneath here as well, sloping down to the right side. Actually, on that side, there's a little bit of a staircase over there for some reason. I wonder what that would have been for. There's also a piece of metal here. I have no idea what this is, but possibly, and most likely, railway remnants. All right, the gate's open. Let's go have a look at this decaying part of the bridge. You could actually see the curvature of the track due to the heat and the expansion, and also the bridge actually dropping and falling away too, probably pulling it down. All right, let's safely cross the bridge. And now on the other side, there's actually a couple more trestle bridges. On the map that I was reading of the old line, I saw that there was two. It must be the same. They probably categorized it in the same infrastructure. Wow. That's really cool. More bridges. Now this third one, it's wooden on the top and it has concrete support. So they've obviously would have changed the original wooden. They would have changed the original wood from the trestle bridge to concrete for better support. Now we're coming up to the fourth trestle bridge, which this is another one with concrete support structures. Just got to be careful there. And we make our way through. And what do you know? The fifth trestle bridge. Another one. This is absolutely astounding. 5 trestle bridges in a row. And again, that's what the South Gippsland Railway was known for. Its beautiful scenery, its bridges, and the way that this railway was integrated with the nature as well. And people have definitely been here before. There is a path in the grass, caved out, ready for people to come and explore. Yeah, now this is the 5th bridge, and definitely a lot of wear on this side of the bridge. As you can see, it's falling apart there. I was just trying to check for dates on any of the posts to see when they were last changed or replaced, and the only thing I can see is that thing there that says D28338. So if anybody can tell me what that means, leave a comment below. So with these 5 bridges in a row, I'm guessing maybe 3 out of the 5 maybe for the Cardinia Creek, and then 2 out of 5 for the Bunyip River. So whichever one is which, but I'm assuming that's what they would be for, as the creek and the river might split off into two bits of water. So that's probably what that's for. I don't know exactly which ones are which, but I know which one was first and which one was second. So yeah. All right, so now we're just past the 5 trestle bridges, and we're just on an embankment. That way is toward Cranbourne, and going this way towards Koo Wee Rup, which we'll be heading to the station now. But yeah, 5 old wooden bridges in a row. Pretty cool. All right, let's get to Koo Wee Rup Station and see what's left. And actually, just when you think it couldn't get any better, there was actually a 6th bridge literally just 10 meters down, which is another concrete bridge. And this one actually turns into the rail trail. So the rail trail actually starts here. All right, now I've covered all the bridges, so all 6. So let's go to Koo Wee Rup Station now. So here in the Koo Wee Rup district in the Avenue of Honour is Koo Wee Rup Station, well and truly preserved. This station was preserved really well, and it's really useful having all the information about the railway and the station here on the platform. So if you'd like to have a read, just pause the video on one of those pictures and have a quick read. And also here in the park, they have a digger talking about the swamp that was a massive problem for the people of Koo Wee Rup, and this was one of the diggers used to fix the issues. I thought that was pretty cool that they've got that in the park there next to the station. They've done a great job with the station. They've redone the asphalt on top of the platform, kept it well preserved, put the benches out there for people to sit and have a look and just enjoy the fact that there was once a railway in their backyard. Okay, so that's Koo Wee Rup Station. And definitely a lot here, a lot preserved, and it's preserved very well in memory of the South Gippsland Railway. So let's go down to the Tarwin River Bridge now, the actual Tarwin River Bridge. So let's get down there.
How wonderful. Hey, hey. Isn't it? How wonderful. Hey, hey. Would it be?
All right, last stop. We are here at the Tarwin River Bridge, finally. Yeah, for anyone wondering, I accidentally called the Lang Lang Bridge the Tarwin River Bridge in my last video exploring the Gippsland, so whoops. But yeah, that's the bridge. So the bridge is actually holding up in not too bad shape. There's one section right here which is pretty much toppling over, worse than the one at Koo Wee Rup. But apart from that, all the other stands, all the other legs of the bridge are actually not too bad. But it's pretty cool to see this in person. And I'm sure a lot of you rail fans have seen Graham Reed's video of the Tarwin River being ripped up. I can put a little clip of that right now. Check out his channel for more classic VR content. And on the other side of the rail bridge, there's a little bit of a gap here where we can get a clear shot of the river that you can stand on. Little platform edge. So pretty cool. Now the length of this bridge is pretty impressive. Spans a good long way, and the river's not even that wide. It's a pretty small section of river, but the height is there, I guess, for any floodings, or it might just make it easier because of the ground clearance and the elevation changes out here in the Gippsland area. So I assume that's why the bridge is extra long. So we're just making our way to the other side of the bridge. There's another section here that's just completely ruined and destroyed. And this is the fence blocking off anyone from accessing the bridge, obviously for safety reasons. But this is the start. Yep, so that way is coming from Leongatha, and this way is heading towards Yarram. It's definitely a bit surreal coming here to see this in person. You know, I've watched so many videos about the South Gippsland Railway, seen the rails ripped up, watched the history, seen all the videos talking about this railway, and you know, it's sad, it's a shame to see how much railway is actually, you know, gone. You know, and I think the craziest bit about this is that I'm only past Leongatha and there's still 89 k's to go until Yarram. You know, and then the line goes beyond that, you know, into Woodside. Yeah, there's a lot of railway here, and you just don't know it until you drive it, do it, bike it, walk it. However, there's just a lot of railway out here. But on that note, I think it's time to end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thanks for joining me for another part of exploring the South Gippsland Railway. Definitely my favorite video series, my favorite railway. And if you liked the video, leave us a like, subscribe, comment below, tell me your thoughts. And don't forget to follow me on all my socials. I have TikTok and Instagram, Victorian_Steam. So check them out. We'll see you with the next one. Enjoy. And since I'm in the area, this is just an update on Leongatha Station and the work that had been done here. So coming off the rail trail, you've got a car park here in front of the station where the old yard used to be, and it's all grass in the main area now in front of the station platform. So that's it.